Listening to the tape of my father-in-law, Reb Moshe Seifers, who died 15 years ago. He was a chazan in Rotterdam. And it's quite interesting how I became a son-in-law, and his wife, his daughter married a Chassidish person, and his wife was one of the only women to go with a sheitel in the whole of Rotterdam. There was a few other women who kept Yiddishkeit, very few kept. You have no imaginable understanding what Mesiras Nefesh after the war it was to gather together the Yidden and practice Yiddishkeit in Holland. You have no idea. I can't begin to explain to you when you wouldn't understand it. We've got today shops which sell everything. You come into the shops, you can buy bacon, crisps, and everything else. My wife ate old bread. Every bread was only delivered twice a week, once on Erev Shabbos and once in the middle of the week. There was no such thing. Every food product you had to fight for that. To eat kosher, you just didn't eat. You restrained yourself, like I said before. We restrain ourselves on Pesach. They have to restrain themselves the whole year round to control themselves what to eat and what not to eat. Mesiras Nefesh. This is something which is lacking today, which is lacking the understanding, which is lacking what is emunah, what is belief in the Rebbeinu Shalom. I want to tell you a story, and this story maybe will reflect on which happened to me, and which will reflect on emunah. What is emunah? What is Chillul Hashem? How much do we have to effort? How much do we not have to be ashamed to say what we mean and open our mouths? It'll come along in the story. This will be explained. I was on a plane to Eretz Yisrael. It was a British Airways plane years ago, and I was sitting in the middle. It was jumbo, and I was sitting in the middle seats. There's 4 seats in the middle. So there was a couple behind me called the Bahndigger. They were from Adara Campbell in Haifa. They had a bookshop, and they were a friar. You could see they were not without a couple and everything else. But they said they knew they were a ditch Einiglich, some Gerät Git Yiddish. And there was 80 Kedasia meals on the plane. That was for the Heimische Oilem who went. 80 people traveled. Then there was Elal Kosher from Heathrow Airport. There was kosher meals from Heathrow Airport, from Federation Kitchen, and Elal Kosher in Heathrow Airport. And there was about 120, I don't know how many meals, but another lot. Then there was British Airways meals. British Airways meals, they were treife, chaze. So, when they give out the meals of Kedasia, I didn't expect him to get a meal. But when they give out the meals of Federation, I expected him to take a meal. He said, no, he wants the British Airways meals. So I turned around to him. I said, it's doch nicht kosher. Schämst dich nicht? So he said, was is the Belde sucht das kosher, das hat man streife, was das hat man streife, sucht the Belde kosher. Lesson number 1. Look what happens to our machloks which go on in Hasidism today. You know how many people maybe turn away from Yiddishkeit or find attached to what they're doing right? I don't know, but there's probably thousands upon thousands of people who find what they are doing is right because we also, there's machloks and they think they can eat treife. So he says, der Baditsche wird meiken sein. Gewalt geschrien. Der Baditsche wird meiken sein. Ches no chaza. Nachdem so ich mich entschlossen. Hey, wo ist der Tien? Wo ist der Tien? What are you going to do? I said, I'll show you what I'll do. And the people next to me knew that I'm courageous, that I couldn't care less. For my Father in heaven, which I believe of properly, and I believe I have a munah b'Hashem. It doesn't matter if you get a bit of scandal is made, but you open your mouth to what is right. That's what the purpose in life is about. Opening your mouth to what is right. That's why I'm making these videos. That's why I'm making these programs. That's why I'm making these YouTubes. To open up my explanation of the world and showing what is right, that people in the world should see that young boys should have courage and guts to fight for what is right, what is theirs, and know that they've got a